Knock, knock. It's me! Toss his chair. Is he back? You know he's back. Hold on. It's the FUNKe intro that's stolen from Weezer. Yeah, what a tossback. Can I post a link in chat? You're a sub, so I think subs can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you should be able to. Go ahead and try. You're not gonna get banned or anything. Worst case, you'll get like timed out for it. Hold on, I'm messing with these. I'm trying to find the perfect brass. It's a little too robotic for me. Plain and simple brass. Okay, hi. 10 viewers! That's my all-time high! Sorry, I'm very excited. So, continuing on with the game that I was playing. Westworld, the game. Westworld, the game. the Westworld MMO, the game. Here, I'll play the Westworld theme. Who could forget the classic Westworld intro? I love it. So, for those who don't know, earlier today I was playing this game, but I had to go drive my parents to their anniversary dinner. Now I'm back home, and I may get a call from them later tonight, requiring me to go pick them up, but they said they were going to Uber, so probably not. But just a heads up, if, like, I disappear in an hour, that's why. But I'm pretty sure I'm good to go as long as I want to. Do you think domestic cheesecake is a good noodle? We'll see. I'll be the judge of that. Gotta collect some more data first. 10 p... Ooh, that's low. Which one of these is the brown noise? If any of you sharts yourself, let me know. Okay, back to McCret. I was playing as the female McCree. I think I've had enough of the piano joke. So, continuing off where I ended last time. I was the alchemy snake-throwing bandito magrito McCret. Would you like some cake? I would love cake. I'm still bitter that they changed the piece of cake line. Who do you think it was at Blizzard? They're like, no, we can't have people having fun with our voice lines. Change it! Piece of cake! So, since I've been out for an hour driving, I gotta remember just exactly where I was. You know what? I got the horse. Now I gotta get a companion and I gotta leave town, I believe. Is where I'm at in this current scenario. Pete, buddy, you want to come with me? Pete slowly takes a swig of whiskey. He notices the shiny rock you're carrying. That there right shiny rock you got, stranger. I'll give you 7 meat for that rock. It's a rock, yeah. You fucking steal scammed, you idiot. Pete notices the nugget of silver you found earlier. I'll take that old silver nugget off your hands if you like. 81 meat. Silver? I don't know what the price for silver is, but I'll take 81 slices of raw animal meat for that. Yeah, why not? You seem like someone got much use for unrefined ore, stranger. Dude, this guy will just buy straight up everything I have. Hell yeah. Thanks again for getting my rifle. Let me know if you need anything or if you want to come with when you head west. I do want you to come with me when I head west, but there's no option for it. Okay, well I guess I'm gonna make the adventure on myself. Just gotta triple check that everything is here and done, dealt with. Something earlier about an injury? Yeah, I busted my knee while mucking out the showroom. Don't ask how, it's embarrassing. I was gonna get Doc Alice to look at it, but she gave up doctoring. Why? Nobody knows. She just shut herself up in her office. Said she wouldn't talk to anybody except Nurse Whiskey. Is that an actual nurse? Or I'm pretty sure she was just being sarcastic. Seems like my kind of guy. Let's go hang out. Fear and Loathing in stick figures. Whiskey delivery for you, Doc. What brand? Nurse Whiskey, your favorite, I'm led to believe. Didn't know she makes house calls. Alright, hold on. Doc Alice looks to be about in her 50s. Her hair is graying and her face is lined, but her eyes are still clear and sharp, if bloodshot. She holds out her hand. Whiskey, stat! No. She scowls at you. What the hell did I let you in here for, then? Yeah, what did you let me in here for? I'm gonna fucking raid your house. Yeah, let me take that. Hey, Doc, can I look at your books? Not until you give me that whiskey you promised. Shouldn't this be further away from the fireplace? Yeah, probably. She cracks open the whiskey and fills a small flask she takes out of her pocket. She then puts the flask back in her pocket and starts chugging out the bottle. What? Doc, that doesn't seem very healthy. Who's the doctor here? Me or you? Is everything alright? That depends on how fast I can get this whiskey into my bloodstream. Jesus Christ. So, are you okay? What's the matter? The whole world's gone to hell in a house cart, and you ask me what's the matter? Bandits, cow demons, dead men walking? Why don't you go ahead and pick one, and I'll drink that. You know what? Never mind. I have a skeleton horse, so who am I to judge what's going wrong in this town? How is that even... It's nice to get some outside confirmation that I'm not losing my damn mind. How is that even possible? It isn't possible. It goes against everything I know about medicine. Dead patients don't get back up. Patients? Oh. Ouch. Doc Alice turns away, grimacing. Every doctor loses one now and again. You never get used to it, but when it happens. But what doesn't happen is them coming back afterwards and looking for revenge. That must be pretty rough. Rough. Missy, I don't think you comprehend the situation. It's not just patients. It's neighbors, friends, husbands. Indeed. Jesus, you need like a fucking Twix. See, sighs expressly. What now? I don't even know how to... I am not equipped. I'm no therapist. Why do you have TNT around here? It's so when I feel like I'm about to go, I can blow myself into bits so small there won't be nothing but left to come back. That seems a little drastic. Hell no. They're gonna have to bury me in a soup can. Or something to that regard. Can I look at your books? Sure, if you want to. Not that you're gonna do much good in those doomed, forsaken hellhole. I'm just gonna give her a demo man accent. You should try being less cheerful, Doc. So we've got The Legend of Curly's Meat, The Life and Works of Fred Ferguson, The Goblinoid Tongues, a primer, and Make Like a Tree and Leaf. Shut up, game. Fred Ferguson. Where have I heard that name before? The book purports to be a Civil War surgeon's autobiography, but flipping through it, you find mostly just find lists of reasons that drinking alcohol is bad. So it's actually a work of ludicrous speculative fiction. Haha. At least there are some useful appendices in the back. And some diagrams of appendices. Might as well read all of them, right? The book tells the story of a legendary treasure, a massive chest full of premium meat, secreted in the hidden sense, not in the extruded sense, in the western desert by an old cowhand named Curly Butterfield. You start flipping through the Goblin language book. It's confusing at first, but you eventually get so engrossed that by the time you take a break from reading, several blurfs have passed, and you know that blurf is the Goblin word for hour. You have learned to speak Goblin, sort of. Blurfs with a small s is now my username. You will all only refer to me as blurfs. So the doctor has some interesting literature lining her bookcase, but none of this seems to really help me in any particular way. It's not really a quest log to go down either. I'm kind of just going by the handle of my own buckle right now. I believe I got the thing behind the mine. I'm almost ready to pack up shop here. I still need to get a lock, though. Where the hell am I supposed to find soap? Can we get uptime to be transferred into blurfs? Possibly. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I like it fucking burned down a village in Topeka or some shit. Not allowed back there. Seems good enough. Is this a Newgrounds game? No. It's a Steam game. But it may as well be, right? I need to get a drink. Gulping some whiskey. Just kidding. It's sparkling ice black cherry. I'm too young to drink. Yeah, I really don't want to revisit the spit bucket. Still trying to get the crap off my hands from back then. Those dark times. I want a new hat. I don't want a fucking bowler hat. I want just like 8 hats lined on top of each other. I've heard it's actually fairly long. Yeah, I didn't really look at the hours, but it seems like people had a fair amount around here. I want to get that soap to find that lock, but I don't quite know. Think, Funk, think. If you were an old Midwestern cowgirl, where would you find soap? Where would I find soap? Not at the ranch. Not at the boneyard. Not at the gulch. Definitely at the ore hole mine. Where there's a hole, there's soap. That's what I've learned. I don't suppose soap around here. Unlikely. Feel like I cleared every area. Rub-a-dub-dub. This would be a good place for soap. Soap! Come on. These fricker boys ain't bathing themselves with soap. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, well, no supply crates. The hat you get's based on your class. Ah, I see. Well, it looks like I'm stuck with a bowler hat and a lack of soap for the next who knows how long. Dynamic lighting. Holy shit. You don't find that kind of crap in I love TF2 ain't got this shit. Where were you at when a stick figure game outclassed Team Fortress 2 by Valve? I know when I get buried, I want to have some soap slathered against my bones. I don't want to go down in the dirt without squeaky clean surface.
Do you remember any browser games you played when you were younger? Also, what's your favorite JoJo op?
I remember a couple games. There was one where there were like spikes falling and you were a stick figure and you had to dodge the spikes as they fell. That was my go-to. Also, I think it was like Cool Math Games. They had the game where like you have to park a car. In hindsight, probably the most boring concept for a game I've ever played, but I played the hell out of that when I was in school. The thing about browser games is when I was like in like elementary school, middle school, I played Halo. Just like the Halo demo with my brother. Hold on. It's a chunk of wood from the broken hitching post. I got a broken board. That's, certainly something. Yeah, I used to play, I think it was a Halo 3 multiplayer demo or something like that. Me and my brother, because my mom is a teacher, or at least she was a teacher. Now she does just school-related stuff, but she doesn't teach. But when I was a kid, my mom taught class, and we would hang out in her place, in her room after school. And me and my older brother would install, like, a Halo demo on it and just fight each other. I don't even remember what the map was. But that was pretty much how I killed time. Excuse me, you're a doctor, right? So you know a thing or two about hygiene. You think you happen to have some soap around here? I don't suppose, you could, where do you bathe, now that I think about it? You don't have any sort of shower area in your home. Are you qualified to be a doctor? What's causing the resurrections? I heard a rumor. A rumor? What is it? It's when you get incomplete information from an unverified... Shut the fuck up. Anyway, what I heard is that there's a fella out west that's causing it. A necromancer, they call it. Supposedly he's sending magic out into the world somehow. Magic like the bean slingers? I fucking love that it's called bean slingers. I've never heard of any bean slinger raising the dead, have you? That'd be one hell of a can of beans. I mean, I've never raised somebody from the dead with a can of beans, but I've raised hell with a can of beans. What else did I play? Browser games can be super neat. A lot of cool ones I played on Congregate. Oh, I remember Congregate. Before GameStop stopped owning it. I remember going to, like, what was it? What is it called? Blockbuster Video. Because I just moved back to Georgia, and I remember there's an area. I don't want to go yet. I still want to find the soap. Nearby, there's a corner where there was the Blockbuster Video I would go to when I was a kid. And it felt so weird going to that corner and not seeing the Blockbuster Video anymore. Recovered mug. That'll do. It ain't a bar of soap, but it'll get me by. Nostalgia stream. Mostly scabs. Oh, I got a perk for running into the cactus. Whoops. I have so many games, but I'm still bored. Is that a hat? I want a hat! Give me that hat! Damn it. Damn it. You can't just caress that hat. You're picking on me, Doc. Man, there's really nothing to work with here. Southeast map. Follow map to Dirtwater. Once you leave Boring Springs, you won't be able to come back. Any unfinished will be forever unfinished. So, I'm trying to just sort of, like, understand what's going on here. I guess I could just clear every... I only did one pass through here. There may be some hidden content that I neglected to pick up. It's unlikely, though. It's a very short area. Yowza. Well, area clear. Go back to the ranch. I wasn't here for very long. It must be around here. Trough is burned away. I don't suppose them farmers were ones to bathe. There's a knife, but ain't quite what I need. Yow! Yeah, looks cleared out. Very little probability of finding soap under 15%, I'd say. Okay, it's 2 areas cleared, I guess. I know it's not in the... Actually, hold on. Did I ever break through that thing? I think I did. May as well double check, though. Can't come back again, so... Examine the hole. Oh, you know what? I need 3 dynamite. I bet... How much you want to bet? There's a small metal box in the hole. How much you want to bet there's soap in that box? See, I got 1 dynamite. You examine the dynamite. It's got an end. Okay, just check. I can confirm that that is functional dynamite. Level 40? You suddenly remember that weird thing Pete said about level 40. Okay, maybe I find this couple of pounds of dynamite. A wave of nausea hits you as you slide the heavy lid off the chest. Inside there's a hat. It looks evil, and not in an abstract way. It has eyes, and they look like the eyes of a murderer. It has teeth, which look like the teeth of an animal. Who would be a murderer if animals understood the concept of murder? Put it on. You have a sense of foreboding. Something tells you this is a bad idea. It's me. I'm telling you this is a bad idea. If you put this hat on, you won't ever be able to take it off, and things will be much harder for you. It will be as though as your life is a game, and that game's difficulty is greatly increased, if you catch my meaning. You guys already goddamn know what's happening. You grab the terrible hat and put it on your head. You hear a sigh of pleasure coming from above your forehead as you feel the hat's teeth sink into your skull. This is gonna be great, a voice whispers. Shudder. I'll do anything for a new hat. Alright. I don't think I'll be changing my hat anytime soon now. On account of this one's currently chomping into my cranium, but I'm okay with it. I don't suppose this hard hat will give me any inhuman abilities by chance. Unlikely, but worth a thought. I've walked through here. There's really nowhere else to check. I won't lie, partner. I'm running low on clues on where to find this soap. Wanted, bird theft, naked back Berenstain. Wanted, apply in person at the Yuma Marshal's office. Help wanted. Wanted poster artist. I think I can handle. I gotta draw a tablet. Wanted, Bimmy Fricker for face thieving. Well, I got some news about the Fricker boys. You managed to scare up a lock? Unfortunately not. Still on the hunt for that soap. I swear, fellas, I've looked everywhere for this soap. I don't suppose I could borrow some of this TNT. Would be useful. What's the... I already asked that. Assuming he exists, what about him? Well, maybe someone ought to try and stop him. You? Because I know you ain't talking about me. Why not you? A gray-haired old woman that knows about as much about fighting as a squirrel knows about surgery. Did you hit your head on a bar stool, kid? You aren't that old. Doc Alice stares at you and takes a swig from her bottle, says nothing. And it sounds like to me you've got plenty of motivation to get the job done. For your friends and everyone. She continues to look at you as you can see gears turning in her head. Beats doing nothing. Beats locking yourself in a house full of TNT and drinking yourself to death. You aren't even doing any doctoring anymore. She winces and looks away, shaking her head slowly. You seriously expect me to ride out to West by myself, chasing a rumor? Doesn't have to be by yourself. I'm headed west too. Tag along with me and maybe we can find a guy to put a stop to him. It's crazy. Impossible. Impossible. Like raising the dead is impossible? Crosses her arms and regards you thoughtfully. Alright, kid. What the hell? Let's give it a shot. Cool. So I've got a fair few people ready to tag along with me. But I still don't have this goddamn bar of soap. Which you would not figure is this difficult to find. Any of you gambling soap over here? Spiders still? Alright. Anybody here know anything about soap? No. It's like a stack of comic books and some rubble and an empty whiskey basket. There's no soap down here. You know, I never thought a singular bar of soap would give me this much, irritation. Oof. Excuse me, BS Horsery, what do you use to, clean your horses? What? Am I getting on my horse? Ride ghost horse Gorse out of town. Seems unlikely. Sometimes I got a problem with choosing something to eat. Could you give me any recommendations for not sweet food? Snacks/small meals. I'm not the person to ask, partner. I don't eat healthy, but I'm sure there's an answer out there for you. For a not sweet food. I wish I could help you. I really don't know. Beef jerky and sand. I don't know if this counts, but we have these little uncrustable pre-made PB&J sandwiches, and whenever I need sustenance, I usually just eat one of those. 15, like 20 seconds in the microwave, you're good. 200 calories covered. There's really nothing else to do in here aside from look for dynamite to get into that hole. Everything else doesn't seem possible. I like spicy food. Like, try a nice tasty rice with a hot lamb sauce. I'm not a big spicy food guy. When, on one of my, a girl that I briefly dated, I went out to eat with her and her dad, and they really like spicy food. And at the beginning, I'm like, I don't really like spicy food, but I'll go anyways. And then she convinced me to try... Just like, it was like, I don't even remember what it was, like spicy soup or something like that. And I'm like, hell yeah, I can do this, it's gonna be nothing. I think it was like a habanero pepper. And we were just sitting in the restaurant. And I'm not gonna say I started freaking out, but let's just say I could not handle the spiciness. And I started panting like a dog. And they laughed at me for at least 20 minutes while the people in I guess the people working the kitchen brought out milk for me. And then I never ate spicy food again. Similarly, when I went to Flan, Florida Land, my buddy Steele, who grows his own habanero peppers, he convinced me to try one. I didn't really want to try it, but he was getting all of his friends on footage eating the habanero peppers. And not many people were willing to do it, so I'm like, fuck it, you know, help out my buddy, make him happy. And I basically spent half a Flan in the bathroom, just swishing around water in my mouth and spitting it out. I was hiccuping hard enough to knock me off of the ground. I was basically I was basically flying. I was creating energy. Like, you could hook up energy power cords to me. And I could basically power an electrical farm with the distance I would jump in the air when I hiccuped. Yeah, anyways, those are the two main times I've ever had spicy things, and they did not really work out. The stove's spotless. Either she's really compulsive about cleaning, or she never cooks. Or maybe she cleans it with soap! Where are you hiding that soap at? Is it in the fireplace? I'm losing my patience right quick. I don't suppose Drunky McDrunkenstein over here knows a thing about soap or two. Unlikely. I figured not. Maybe I can make my own soap somehow, just by putting things together. I got a lot of damage in weapons, but nothing quite for soap. Nah, I may just have to get up and out of here. Kill the drunk man. You know, I think I'm gonna avoid the manslaughter option. Wasn't the soap in the bathtub? No, I checked the bathtub. I'll double check it just so you guys know for certain that I did. But well, I guess I'd be triple checking it now that I think about it. But yeah, I'm well aware that there's a bathtub right here. Rub-a-dub-dub. No soap in the tub. Not on the floor. I prefer subs. Yeah, there's nothing. I would figure it'd be in this barrel, but clearly it isn't. To hell with this. Is this a giant mug? A beer barrel cactus. But I don't got a foragin. A foragin. Is that at the trading booth? No, the thing is, I need to get soap to get the lock. I need soap to get the lock, and I need the lock to give it to the sheriff. And then the sheriff will, hell if I know, but he needs a lock. See, I need a soap and a dickerin. Oh, you know what? If I could find more needles, I can get more dynamite. If I get more dynamite, don't suppose you got any more needles around here? Nah, I figured not. How about this? I broke this. Could I go behind here? No, just a broken board. I'm losing my patience. Yow. Trade dude rubbed soap on his pits a while back. Those are words you just said. Those are definitely words. Acquire alcohol and give it to her for TNT and blow up the box in the mine. No, I need 3 dynamite to get to that box. And I need to get that dynamite by getting needles. Well, it's not free dynamite. I guess I need needles for it. There's not really anywhere I haven't checked already. I could check level 40 again. For the scenario I found something in here. Nah, that was just the hat. If only there was like a way to go deeper into the tunnel. There doesn't appear to be, though. I think I'm just gonna leave town. If I really can't find soap, then fuck it. I'll get out of here. It ain't worth sticking around just for nothing. So I can go to Dirt Water. I'll ride Ghost Horse. Go it alone. Your hard hat smiles at this idea. So I could go alone, and that'll be like double hard mode. But I could also take Crazy Pete, Doc Alice, and Susie Cochran. Out of these 3, I like the spunk that Doc Alice had. Crazy Pete seemed like he'd be a fun companion. And Susie, she was kind of just a bitter drunk. Doc Alice was also a bitter drunk, but she was sort of like a funny bitter drunk. Emotional and combat support. Well, Doc and Susie certainly ain't giving me any, ain't giving me any emotional support. So I'm gonna go with Doc Alice. You knock on Alice's doors, tell her it's time to go. Oh, one last thing before you go. Up until this point, I've been automatically spending your XP for you. I'm happy to keep doing it, and I promise to give you a nice, well-rounded experience. Shall I keep it up, or would you prefer to decide for yourself where the XP gets spent? You can always change it later. I'm gonna do it manually. I'm the only helping hands I need. I don't know where saddling up goes, but I may as well look at it. Railroad camp. Hang out in Dirt Water for now. It's your partner. And, talking to her makes my windows respond. If we're going to look into the necromancer's business, I figure we ought to start with the local cemeteries. Makes sense. You know where they are? Yeah, I did some research into the territory cemeteries a while back. Territory cemeteries. Territories, cemeteries. To see if it was a pattern. You okay? Sorry. Anyway, there's not one too far from here. That sounds more like Aku than it is Demo Man. Am I forgetting anything? Nah, I'm good. God, there's a lot of just like angry girls in this game. Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. Hey. How? You're so rude. This is a spittoon. Oh, God. Inspect it. Inspect it. Here we go again. Alright, fine. You're now hunkered down next to a brass-filled bucket, which has probably never been cleaned or emptied because you're near the desert, and the ambient humidity around here is pretty low. Low enough that the spit evaporates nearly as quickly as it accumulates. That's good, right? No, that's bad, because it's only the water part of the spit that evaporates. The brass bucket is half full of the rest of the spit. The toxins and filth that don't evaporate. Several years' worth. Distilled and concentrated until the consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick cigarette butts into the spittoon anymore, because they bounce out. Search it. You're about to put your hand into a bucket of something the color and viscosity of maple syrup, except instead of maple, it's flavored with the inside of mouths of people who chew cigars instead of smoking them and have never brushed their teeth. Yeah. It feels like putting your hand into a bucket of lukewarm tapioca pudding. Except instead of tapioca, it's basically poison. It smells like some... Okay, yeah, get over you, baby. Filthy porcelain cow. That was worth it. There's nothing of interest. They've fallen asleep during a brawl. They're engrossed in conversation. Leave them be. I like gossip. Come on, girls. I want to gossip with you. Howdy there. Always nice to see a new face in the town. Welcome to the Jewel Salon. Saloon. Hi, thanks. I'm McCret. Glad to know you, McCret. Folks around here just call me Lloyd. What can I do for you? Nice to meet you, Lloyd. Advertising a room? Need help with anything? I'll have a shot of bourbon. That's right. Finest room in the house. And plenty of room for your partner, too. You interested? How much does it cost? Well, that's where you're in luck. The previous tenant was a banker fella, and he paid a month in advance right before getting himself killed by bandits. You seem like a decent sort, so the room's yours if you want it. Gratis. Wow, great. Now I have my own room. I could spend the rest of the game in here. I don't even have to play it. You go to sleep, you dream that you're climbing a mountain with a shrieking orb on a circus carousel. After that, you meet someone who looks exactly like your mother but isn't. You jolt awake in a panic. I've had that dream before. Someone who looks exactly like your mother but isn't. You wake up refreshed and restored and hungry and sober. I have this extremely vivid memory of seeing my mom at my elementary school. But it wasn't my mom. She had a different hair color, and I just knew it wasn't her. This game is freaking me out now. It's reading my brain. Hey, kid, what's on your mind? I'm just gonna make her an Aku voice now. What do you think we should do next? Well, if you're looking to find out the lay of the land, I guess a railroad crew would be able to give you a fairly literal interpretation. Makes sense. Think about going to that railroad. You look at yourself in the mirror. Insult yourself. You call yourself a good-for-nothing chicken-loving jerk. You gain and affect angry. I thought that's how you build confidence. Why would you get angry with it? That's how I build confidence. Just make fun of myself over and over. Till I get used to it. I'm kidding, guys. Everyone else makes fun of me, so I'm already used to it. The old man stares off into the distance, listening to the piano. He doesn't even react. I like your beard. Alright, bye. These guys are having a spirited discussion about guns and which of theirs is nicer. Hey, how come they're allowed to drink without hats on? That's a good question. What are you getting at, game? Have some consistency in your lore. See bartender for darts. Oh, hold on. Hold on. So I want to play the dart minigame. Been training my whole life for this. Howdy, McCrit. Anything I can do for you? Hey, Lloyd. Can I get some darts? The sign on the dartboard said to see you for darts. Oh, sorry. All the darts broke up months ago. That's pretty disappointing. Do you need any help? If you're handy with mechanical stuff, something's gone wrong with our piano player. I thought the music sounded a little off. Yeah, I was wondering why it was kind of breaking. Piano player is very not good at his job. You lift up the piano player's coat to reveal the hatch on his back that lead to his innards. It's locked, but not a very good lock. Okay, so they have a mechanical piano player. And I just need a needle to get into his back. Seems easy enough. Nothing weird about that. This poster says rules of poker followed by hundreds of weird rules in tiny print. No room, no room. You sit down at the poker table. A dealer emerges from somewhere in the back and sits down next to you. The lady on your right introduces herself as Peggy Hill. And the player to your left says his name is Jack. The dealer tells you that the ante is 20 meat. I'll ant up. The dealer gives the deck a shuffle and then deals. A hand of cards glides across the table to you. It's a really terrible hand. 3 trays. It's the first round. The pot is 60 meat and you estimate your chance of winning at around 20%. I can glamorously raise, cleverly strategize, or check. Or fold. I'm gonna have to go with the safe option here. Glamorously raise. The dealer gives the deck a shuffle and then deals. A hand of cards glides, blah, blah, blah. With a flourish, you plop 20 more meat down in front of you. It's the second round of betting. The pot is 120 meat, and you estimate your chances of winning at around 20%. Okay, I need to go safe here. Forcefully raise. You place 20 meat on the table and then flex, causing it to spring onto the table. It's the last round of betting. Time to do or die. The pot is 180 meat and you estimate your chances of winning at around 20%. I can check or I'm going to go safe here. Check. 10% win chance. Jack squints at you and then checks. You furrow your brow and turn over your cards. Full house! Peggy shrugs and she reveals a Utah straight. Jack has a backwards royal, backwards flush, backwards straight. You lost. Boo. I know how to play Texas Hold'em. Do you guys... Whoa. Put the guns up, fellas. Give me one more shot. I think I got it this time. Strategize. I'll strategize, and then I'll, check. And then I'm going to end it up with strategize. I lost again! Jane smiles broadly and reels a straight. Gail has a full house, and I had a flush. How unfortunate. I can afford one more round. Anta. It's going to check every time. Call. Okay, check. And then gumptiously strategize. 20%. You frown and reveal a straight. Lola grins and reveals a straight. Wyatt grumbles and turns over a royal Montana flush. You win! Gather your haul. 60 meat. The dealer announces that the ante has been raised to 25. I've gotten my money back for this one, but I haven't got my money back for the first one. I'm going in. First round. Pot 75. You estimate your chance at around 10%. Now it's at 30%. Now it's at 50%. And I could get it up to 70%. I win! I win 75! Alright. I could keep in. I'm on a roll. Here's the thing. It's up to 30, so if I lose another, then I'm back where I started. Assuming I stay in. The way I play poker is to raise in small increments till I win. Yeah, that's the way to do it. This is my last one. I'm going to stay in. I got a 60% chance. Strategize, 80% chance. This will give me a 100% chance. Alright. Seems to be going into my, is this rigged? 30%? 50%? 70%? I get up to 90%. 90% chance. What could go wrong? I win! Boy, keep it up! Keep it up! I'm going all in! 30%. Give me that 50%. 50%. Give me that 70%. 70%, 90%. I get up to 90%. Right now I'm playing it rather safely, but there's a 10% chance I lose this. Oh, yeah, boy. The dealer announces that it's up to 45. Should I keep going? I'm gonna keep going. Oh, I'm running out of options. This is gonna be, oh, jeez. So I put in 45. I could walk away now, and I think I'd still be at advantage. Walk away. Oh, jeez. You know what? I've come this far. I'll check it. 40%. I get up to 60%. 60%. 80%. It's gonna... I lost! No! God darn it. God darn it. At least I think I'm at a net gain. I net gained about like 200. If my math's correct. But I got damn far, I tell you. Poker night of the inventory helped raise me rather well. Cross-eyed jacks are wild. Cross-eyed queens of diamonds are double wild. Homicide queens are wild. 4-9 space, blah blah. No thank you. Gal looks like she's in the mood to talk. I'll take a shot. You got an item, Dirtwater Bourbon. I'm pretty sure my in-game character is under the age of 18, but yeah, whatever. Need help with anything? Nah. Who's the old man by the piano? Oh, that's Ellsbury. Tragic fella he is. He was a writer and a poet. Came out west to sell his stories, but nobody were buying. Too weird, his stories. Fantastical like. Stupid stuff for kids. Well, it don't matter how much you know, anyhow. He had to get a normal work to make ends meet. Did pass it well as a prospector, until one day he lost his mind in a mind. He what? You know what I mean. He saw something. Something that made him stop telling his weird tale. I'm just gonna give him like a Frank Reynolds accent. Made him stop talking near completely. Come to that. He just stands there by the piano nowadays. It seems to calm him now. As long as he doesn't make any trouble, I don't mind him too much. Feel a little sorry to be honest. Poor fella. I'll see you around, Lloyd. I got work to do. Fun fact, the voice actor for McCree in Overwatch voices Jotaro Kujo in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure dub, which I thought was really weird and jarring. But it's not the worst choice, I guess. Still better than number 1 for Joseph Joestar. And if you watch Kids Next Door, imagine Nigel Uno as like as an anime character. It's about as unfitting as it sounds. He didn't do an awful job though. What do you got for me? Miscellaneous provisions. I could get dynamite, but I don't really need it right now. This little girl is selling flowers. Sweet smelling flowers. Hey, I'm McCret Pickett. Any mail for me? Nope. Darn. A big cabinet of locked post office boxes. Sure, I'll find a key somewhere. Your hat is gorgeous. Howdy. Are you the sheriff here? No, we don't currently have a sheriff. I could be sheriff. Do you have law enforcement experience? Not really. Have you been to sheriff school? No. Do you have an existing relationship with Dirtwater's local government? Are you familiar with all of the local ordinances? Do you even live here? No. Then what, may I ask, in tarnation, makes you think you'd be qualified to be the sheriff? I just assumed. You just assumed that you could mosey into town and become sheriff on your first day. Well, when you put it that way. If I had 5 meats for every wide-eyed protagonist-looking kid who wanders in here thinking that they're the most important tenderfoot to ever strap on iron, I wouldn't need this dead-end clerking job. Sorry. It's okay. Like I said, happens all the time. Need any help? Sure, if you're any good with a gun, there's always somebody in need of some justice. Wanted posters are back there. Cells are over yonder. She points behind. Okay, so maybe I can kill. Maybe get a couple strikes out to get my credibility up. Become the sheriff around here. Just gotta kill a couple fools. It's a wanted poster. No, wait, you misread it. It's a wasted poster. Close enough. Wasted, the Stripy Hat Gang, for grand theft, paint, and tasteless hat vandalism. Last seen in the vicinity of Cavern Canyon. 1,000 meat. Dirty, rotten paint thieves and low-down, no-fashion sense hat vandals. Despicable. Want to go after him? Yeah. Want a poster. Or, it's a wanted poster, if accuracy is important. All capitals. For mortgage non-payment, squatting, and general public nuisance, also for murdering 2 collection agents. Last seen at the house in the desert, 500 meat. You wonder if the house is named after them or if they're named after the house. House and Desert Gang. In any case, at least their location is unambiguous. Want to go after them? Nothing to lose besides my life, right? Minus Rep was late for his own stream. I like to consider today as not late because I'm changing my time to 6 p.m. And I was here at 6 p.m. Twice, and the second was justified. A vacant lot. A vacant lot. A vacant lot. There's nothing past here. Not a lot available past this point. Guess I'll walk back then. How in the name of Pinkerton did you get the test version of Red Dead Redemption 2? I know a guy. So I got the post office checked, got the jail checked, got the mercantile checked. I even checked out the saloon. I think it's time I head out. Deal with the desert and the house gang. You notice a smoldering hole in the ground and recognize it as the habitat of southeast western coal snake. They keep to themselves mostly, but they're also known to enjoy a fight if one is thrust upon them. I'm gonna thrust one upon it. Damn, they go quick. Alright, kill the giant snake with a smaller snake. It never fails. Almost close to requiring heals, but... Doctor! It's gonna be quite the fight, I say. That's a rather long-range shotgun. It's okay if I die. I got a partner now. You put the snake back in the ground, though in a slightly different sense. That's dark. That's pretty dark. As you dismount and approach the house where the bandits are holed up, you hear a voice from inside say, "What was that?" Uh-oh. Looks like you're gonna have to be sneaky if you want to avoid a full-on fracas. Sneaky is my middle name. It's actually Todd, but looks like you're going to have to be sneaky if you want to avoid a full-on fracas. Wait, really? Yes, Sneaky is my middle name. Okay, if you say so. Alright, I'm gonna be sneaky. Literally. Shotguns can kill a man up to 100 meters. Not according to video games, idiot. From the sound of it, you'd say this doghouse contains an angry dog. This doghouse contains an angry dog. Very funny. You're not going to be able to get past it without alerting the gang in the house. Back off. Okay, let's think about, alternatives here, then. Perhaps if I drop some meat on the floor. Supposing that's an option, that is. Dusty turnip. I could eat it, but that ain't gonna do much. I think I'm just gonna have to fight it. Oh man, they got out of here quick. Oh, I don't think I'm ready for this fight. It's over. God damn, they're fucking ready. Yeah, what a mighty awful dream I just had. Not that I actually died, just a figment of my imagination, as it were. Starting to regret putting it on hard mode. The Cactus Boy. Cactus Bill! Didn't expect you to be around these parts. Well, I gotta admit, I got a little envious when I saw you leave Boring Springs, and I figured I'd hitch a ride out west to see what I could see. And just look at this place. So much hustle, so much bustle. There sure is a lot of both of those. Hey, not Spot. Thank you kindly. So what's new? Well, to be honest, what's new is a profound sense of longing and loneliness. I'm sorry to hear that, Bill. Well, it is what it is. I was hoping I'd run across a similarly lonely cactus lady somewhere out here, or failing that, a normal human lady looking to marry a cactus. No luck then? Not yet. Of course, getting around is a bit of a challenge, but us cactuses live a long time. I'm sure I'll meet somebody someday. Well, keep on trying. Thank you, and good luck to you with, well, whatever it is you're trying to do. It's actually cacti. Plenty of vacant lots, but not quite much to work with. Don't suppose I could equip... Okay, I see how it works now. So, put it on your hat to add Moxie. I don't know how, but I'm sure there's a way to. Oh, apply to hat. That makes more sense. May as well make use of these. Used in combat. Stench resistance. Hold this little upside down because it's filled with tobacco spit and you don't want to spill it. But it adds melee damage and spell damage. I should really be paying more attention to these. Those are of even damage output. If you wore fancier shirts, you might have a use for these cufflinks. Nah. I'll stick with the 5 to 6 damage saber. Dirtwater Bourbon. It'll increase my maximum HP by 5 for the rest of the day. I came back since Funk went out. What did I miss? I finished up in the first town, moved on. Now I'm in a new town. And I'm in hard mode now. Hard mode, which is not how cowboys talk. That's how somebody from Queens talks. This hat makes it so it's hard mode. Good old Dirtwater. This is where Elliot and I had a honeymoon. Of course, it was a wilder place back then. Was it? Well, it was a while we were here. She shoots you a wink. What do you think we should do next? Well, if you're looking to find out the lay of the land, I guess a railroad crew would be able to give you a fairly literal interpretation. Makes sense. Mayhaps going to the railroad will be a good call. A nearby hissing sound alerts you to the presence of a snake, or at least something that sounds like a snake, which turns out to be a goblin cooking flapjacks on a flat and baking hot rock. The grayish batter sizzles as the goblin pours out some more, and they look up and give you a surprised look. Hey, what, a human? Hey! What to doing out here, you? You to thieving flapjack, maybe? Nope! Oh, it's a goblin. I could fight it, talk to it with my... I'm going to talk to it with my goblin tongue. Be calm. I will not jack your flaps. Did I say that wrong? I will not flap your jock jams. Too flapping? Jeez, what you to wanting? I don't think it worked. Goblin tongue. I need a level 2 hornswoggle. I'm going to attack it. Damn, God, these guys are so fucking quick to their feet. May as well heal up. And... oh, I can only deal 1 damage. Oh, I'm way out of my league on this fight. Giving up is the same as losing. Oh, it's gonna be an uphill fight, fellas. You gained an effect energy. Doc Alice somehow gets you back on course so you can continue to your destination. Somehow. Doc Alice, you're too good of a companion for me. I don't deserve you. We'll get there when we get there. The old Iron Buffalo. Yep, a good old Iron Leviathan. This guy should never be in charge of a switch. He's busy playing with his watch. Too much to get anything done. That's a nice watch. Mind telling me what time it is? Also, where'd you get it? I bought it from this gal who runs a store down south of here named Buttonwillow. Buttonwillow make something. Where's this store exactly? Oh, you can't miss it. It's right in between a cactus and a different cactus. Thanks. Don't mention it. No, really, thanks a lot. Sure. Don't mention it. I mean it. I really appreciate you telling me where that store is. Really, it's no trouble at all. Don't mention it. I mean it. I've run out of ways to thank you, but I really do want you to know that I'm very thankful for your help. Do not mention it. He looks about ready to punch you if you don't knock it off. Okay, don't mention it. She's not getting much track laid, but she's an expert whistler. You approach the beleaguered-looking man with the tiny glasses. Howdy there. Who's in charge of this outfit? If I'm being charitable, I'd say that fellow over there in the white hat is the foreman. He points at the man next to the huge pile of rocks. And if you're not? Then I'd say the paper-backed idiot over there in the absurd white hat is the fellow you're looking for. Alrighty, thanks. Man, you do not look happy. Hey, are you in charge? I was wondering if there's anything I can do to help. You want to know something? I love trains. Oh? Ever since I was a little boy, huge, magnificent, roaring iron beasts. They were magical to me, like dragons. Were dragons like active mythology during Western times? I did not know that. When the opportunity arose to take on a management of this rail line, I jumped on it like a shot. And you know what I learned? What's that? Organizing and building and running one of these operations is the most amazing pain in the ass you will ever imagine. You want to help? Congratulations, you're the new foreman. I'm gonna go play with my models. Wait, no, I didn't sign up for this. Okay, foreman. First order of business. This is now called the Funk on Rails. The Frails. This is now the Frail Railroad. Name's Shmee. I'm your assistant. What's the situation, Shmee? Well, I'm sure you didn't miss seeing the giant pile of rocks blocking our path. The surveyors say there isn't any other suitable mountain path, so we can't reroute it around, even if we had the months it'd take. Any ideas? Well, by my calculations, we could dynamite it clear without too much trouble. Problem is, it'd take a lot of dynamite. A whole year's worth, I'd figure. We used to keep that much on hand for emergencies such as this one, but a pack of goblins stole it all. Sticky little varmints. Well, good luck with it. Not interested in helping? Some foreman you turned out to be. I'll tell you this for nothing, though. If you're looking to get any further west, you won't be doing it without this train. Like I said, there's only one pass through the mountains. Oh, nuts. Mm-hmm. Fine, I help. Glad to hear it. The goblins are holed up over in Gustafson Gulch. It's a real rough place. You might want to spend some time getting the lay of the land and honing... lay of the hand. All I hear about in this game is lay of the land. Honing your fighting skills before you head that way, especially if you plan on going in guns blazing. We don't need that specific dynamite, though. Any you can lay your hands on be fine, as long as there's enough of it. So, I don't have to fight the goblins. I could just buy all the dynamite, but that'd be a lot of dynamite. I don't even know how much dynamite I'd need. Gustafson is definitely closer than the nearest shop is, though, is a problem. You'd think they'd have surveyed the route and had a plan for this already. I get the feeling this operation runs more on enthusiasm and foresight. Well, if we want to get any further west, I guess we're stuck with them. What do you think we should do next? Am I forgetting about anything? You should take care of the House and Desert Bandits. You told the bartender in Dirtwater that you'd try to fix their broken piano player. I need a needle for that one. You should deal with the Scrappy Hat Gang over in Cav. I don't want to do any of these things. That's all the suggestions. Man, I've gotten my ass kicked on every one of these suggestions. I should not have taken the hard mode hat. I ain't prepared for this. Looks like we may have to reroute then. Go to, either go to the store all the way back at Dirtwater, or take on the Gustafson Gulch. It's relatively close, so I'll take it. Some thwack noises lead you to a sight, and the sight of a goblin chopping down a large cactus. When it sees you, it waves his axe at you threateningly and makes some angry sounding noises. Hey, human person! Hey, human person! Away to going! It's my cactus that's mine and not yours! Hello. How are you? I will not your cactus talking. Taking. Good, yes. Good, hello. Why are you chopping a cactus down? Why? What a lot of uses. To building, to burning, to eating. Little toothpicks. I'm just gonna leave you be. You're not my problem. A fancily dressed goblin steps forward. Hi, hello. Being a mayor. Welcome. Now going away, please. The goblin seems friendly, but blocks your entry into the gulch. I'll try. Can I not coming in? Sorry, only for goblins being very private. So leave. I gotta think about this. How am I gonna get past him? If you guys didn't know, my only the only voice impressions I can make are slightly more brash voice versions of my own voice. Just like gruffy, scratchy versions of my own voice. That's all I can do. I'd better stay here and look after the horses. Shout if you need me. Okay. Anything you can tell me about goblins? No more than the next guy. Weird little fellas. Mainly keep to themselves. Reproduce via spores. Kind of excitable. My husband learned a little of their language, just for fun. It sounded like gobblegook and exclamation point to me. Okay. What do you think we should do next? Am I forgetting about anything? Okay. You're clearly no help here. Voice acting with Funk, dying skeleton, raspy frogman. I can do like a witch. I can do like a witch voice, but I guess that's kind of just a dying skeleton, really. Do I want to attack him? I don't. I kind of want to just take him on and see, just size him up. You think you're so tough just because you're a goblin? Bring it on! Oh God, Doc Alice, no! You're gonna pay for that! Oh God, I don't think I'm ready to take these guys on. Pretty hungry and sober. Oh my, oh me oh my. Can I take off my hard mode hat yet? One of these days, I'm gonna play a hard mode game on stream and actually beat it. One of these days. I haven't done it yet, but one of these days I will. Well, while I'm in town, I may as well check out the Mercantile, see what the price point on some dynamite may be. I'll buy all the dynamite. I'm sure it'll come in use eventually. Use to discover new map location if you can find a high vantage point. Don't need that. Speed 1, muscle 1. The thing is, these guys I'm fighting seem to one-shot me. So I feel like even upping my muscle by 1 isn't gonna do much. I'm gonna comb her mane. Saddle up. Where do we gotta go? I ain't ready to take off Gustafson. Button Willow store may have something for me though. Buy the pudding? I didn't think of that. Buy the nails, you can craft an OP weapon later. I'll do it when I go back. Your heart skips a beat as you spy a floating cow skull in the distance. It doesn't seem to have noticed you yet. I think I could take it. This one seems much more fightable. Aw, hell. Come on, stop attacking my character. I just gotta keep myself alive. That's all I need to do. Had to use a dynamite for it, but at least I'm alive. Mayhaps I can acquire more dynamite in this store. Stares at you with a huge grin on her face. She gestures she's at the goods she's got for sale. You have any dynamite? I've kind of used up one of mine. I got a needle. Take that. A handful of nails. Take that. And, see what else I need. I may want to rely on these a bit more. Making the most of your meat by getting the best possible deal on everything you buy. For 1,500, I could use dickering. I think I might save up for mind your meat then. Or a new snake oiling skill. Ooh. Or a pickaxe. 5 to 7 damage.
Oh my God!
I think I can afford that. Squid 2. Was that word? Squid 2. Oh. Ew, squids. Stay out of here. Okay, I got cow fangs. Well, for one, I'll head to the railroad camp and see if 8's enough. Very unlikely, though. On hard mode, good luck. Unmistakable silhouette of an old mission on the horizon. I'm gonna keep going. Excuse me, I got 8 dynamite with your name on it. A year's supply of I don't know what a year's supply of dynamite is. Is 8 not enough for you? Damn, 8's gotta be at least like a 1/50th of a year's supply. It ain't looking good, fellas. Go to Cavern Canyon, I suppose. You find a crate of supplies bound for a nearby army for it. Looks like it fell off the wagon. Or the driver fell off the wagon and was too drunk to strap it down. In any case, it looks like you got it not knocked open. Silver bullet and a hardtack. What a collection I've amassed. Great as weapons, scrawled in black paint. Ooh, fancy knife. Don't mind if I do. I think I'm gonna guzzle all these wines. College, rather, your buddy from grade school who died of cirrhosis. Grade school, Kansas, where you once spent a summer at camp. And I have whiskey machismo. Increase my armor. I'll eat the hardtack. Yeah, I guess I could hold on to those. I should probably get a couple more medicines. Excuse me while I look around. Got a turnip. Ate the turnip. I'm sure that'll come in handy somehow. Go back to the goblins, I'm being told. As somebody who looks like a goblin myself, I can relate to the goblins. I don't know if I want to be killing them yet. You should leave right now before that spider eats you. You must have a death wish standing this close to that thing. I'm not worried. What's the worst that could happen? Bring it on! Fine, I'll leave. Go to the Dave yard. After that, go to the goblins. You encounter an overturned wagon. Modern snake oiler. At least I'd acquired a book out of this. Here lies Dave B. Died with his boots on, but not his pants. Oh. Well. Here lies Dave C. Went down in a theater. These remains look pretty restless. I'll put him down. I think I can get through this fight without using any of my abilities. At least none of my items, that is. If JoJo has taught me anything, it's that having a healer on your team will always be overpowered. Handful of loose teeth. Easy fight. Easy fight. Check out the graves. Dave J. Rapapapow. Ain't quite much here. Dave L. Died of a heart attack. See you in negative 36 years. Okay. Dave G. He was looking to the sky to save him, but even the sky can't save a feller from, like, 40 angry bears. I'm inclined to agree with you, game. Looks like this gravedigger left his lunchbox here. Ooh, free lunch. I'm sure that this is not, stale and moldy. Dave D. The truth was out there. It killed him. Dave G. Murdered by a different feller named Dave G. Oh, jeez. It's mostly just boring broken bones, but you do find a skull with a weird tag on it. I'm sure I'll find a use for that. Ooh, got a psychotic. Got a psychic one. How many JoJo parts even have a healer? 2, 3, the rest of them? Or it's like Swiss cheese? I guess. I'm only a little bit into 5, so... Oh, God. That's what happens when you neglect to heal. It's okay. I'm ready for round 2. I'm certain I can beat the dickens out of them. Oh, immune to poison. That may be a problem. We need a review of the Emoji Movie. No. I have not followed that at all, and I don't want to. If I get super desperate for views, then I may be inclined. Or if I just get really bored. This is one of those they have in mausoleums. You know, one of those big marble things with drawers full of skeletons. Fight, bigger fight. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. You know what? I should probably deal with this guy first. He seems to be the biggest damage dealer. And I think I'm gonna regret not going after him with my first hit. Silver bullet, good against, what is it good against? I didn't double check. This fight ain't so hard. These fellas going down by the second. Once you get their mage out of the fight, it's relatively easy. I'm just curious, is it possible for me to heal the enemy? Yes, it is. It is. No idea why that would ever be a necessary mechanic, but I digress. Don't attack, you just attacked. Okay. This is for healing the enemy, you dumbass! Alright. Alice picks up the bones and examines it carefully. Her eyes light up. Evidently, she's had an epiphany of sorts. Alice has become stronger. Yeah, I would become stronger too if my best friend sliced me with a knife and then healed me. That's just how you toughen up. You take a stabbing. This is a pile of mostly burned rags that maybe used to be a person. You dig through the rags and find a few things that look like they're worth keeping. A gore-splattered scroll, human ashes, and robe recipe. This is Full Metal Alchemist. It's a big stone sarcophagus. Well, I've garnered everything I need to in here. Time for another big fight. I value a challenge. You know, in hindsight, this may not have been the best choice of option. It was not very much necessary to take this fight again. I do heal 5 more damage, though, which is good. Five damage. Aw, we're getting somewhere now. Heal the enemy again. If he's alive after this hit, I'll heal him up. Here, let me patch you up. Let me clean your bones up. This is called a mind game. They make them think you're helping them, and then just pull a switcheroo. Long live the king, bitch! Alright, Alice is dead. I can't believe Alice is fucking dead! Alice surveys the scene and jots some notes down in her little notebook. I kind of want to take the fight again, just to, level up. Tape bones on them. That's how you heal a skeleton. Just tape extra bones to them. Dave L. Man, there ain't much around here for me. Hey, Alice, are you still angry about me shooting you at point blank range? Don't like this. Don't like this one a bit. Well, if we're gonna hunt down this necromancer, this looks like a good place to start. Watch out for those pile of bones. I can tell just now it's like a Zarya heavy accent. I can tell just looking at them that they are ready to jump up and fight. We'll be ready. I'm just gonna give Alice a different voice every time we come to a new town. Now she's a Russian. She is drinking a lot of whiskey, so I guess that's more fitting than Aku. Or yeah. Not many hints to find this necromancer. If there was, I missed it. Rope recipe. It's time you started gathering clues about the whole permablutendand situation going on around here. You grab a notebook and paperclip the recipe to the first page. I got a necromancer journal. I'll read it. Open your necromancer journal and examine the information collected so far. You found a receipt for a delivery of robes. Looking at it, that means the necromancer's lair is definitely west of the mountains. Good to know. Looks like that's everything you've got so far. So I know this necromancer somewhere left of the mountains. That's all the information I've collected. Don't like this. What do you think we should do next? Mr. Smee at the rail camp said that they need a bunch of dynamite to clear the path for tricks. What about all that TNT back at your house? Nothing doing. That's mine. Well, got any better ideas? Maybe we can get it back from the goblins that stole it. Gustafsson Gulch, I think he said. Fine. I'll give another fight. You find a flyer for dynamite store up north. It's charred around the edge just like it got blown out. You mark the address. Dynamite warehouse? This may... hold on now. I may not even have to worry about the goblins. 20... A year supply of dynamite. 8,000 meat. Oh, I don't have that kind of money. The most money I could get... Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to kill the goblins. Alright, let's pack it up. We're going to Gustafsson Gulch. Streak of fire blasts across the sky and land over the horizon. You ride to the site of impact and find a meteor. A meteor. Oh, I get it. Ha ha. Very funny. Alright, before we begin a fighting... Medicine level. I'm not sure what lowering my medicine level does, but... may as well. Anything here valuable? The serial number says it was borrowed from Submission Catacombs on February 19th, 1886. Jeez, this thing is really late. Increases your speed by 1. Okay, take that. Increase my moxie. You can't drink because you're already drunk. Well, never mind then. I think I'm going to just use this dynamite to get through here. Seems like the only real option I got. Put your nukes up. Oh, God. 20. He has 91 health. I give up. Yeah. Surrender. I pass out. I ain't taking that fight. I ain't wasting my supplies. Hell no, I'm not taking that fight. Well, if he's got 91, that's a little above my skill rating. How in the hell am I supposed to take them out? You okay, buddy? My leg is... I'm pretty sure my leg is broken, so no. What happened? Traffic accident? No, it just sort of broke all of a sudden. I guess I don't eat enough vitamins or whatever. Good nutrition can be difficult in this day and age. I'm gonna need some medicine for this. Can you help me? Sure thing. Thank you. There's a mission up north. The nuns there run a little hospital and sell medical supplies. Can you bring me some broken leg pills? Broken leg pills? Is that a thing? Yeah, that's a thing. Don't have any with me. Sorry. Huh. Alright, I'll get you some broken leg pills, I suppose. Wherever that may be. But where would that be? Rescue mission? No, that can't be it. Hold on. Hold on, feller. Gotta talk to you again. No pressure or anything. I don't... It was like some... hospital store? Whatever. I'm going to Old Mission. May as well go pretty far. Destroyed campsite. Let's check it out. This knapsack seems like it's taken a lot of abuse recently. But I got some potted meat. This place has been eviscerated. Diagnosis, Doc. Cause of death, hit by a freight train. Only tracks I see are cow tracks, though. Could have been cows, I suppose. There's a leg missing, though. Cows aren't meat eaters. Well, neither are trains. You follow the cow tracks for 100 yards or so, after which they stop suddenly. There doesn't seem to be anything of interest nearby. Guess I'm leaving. Is Funk trying to do a Russian or Boston accent? You know, I don't even know at this point. This is a new game? Relatively, I think. You smell it before you see it. A skeleton trudging towards you, covered with mud and muck, and smelling like garbage juice. It must have crawled out from some horrible bog nearby. And if the skeleton smells this bad, the bog must be unimaginable. So it makes sense that even a skeleton would want to get away from there. I'll fight. Whoa, whoa! Quite the fight. Doc Alice somehow gets you back on course. God damn. They are relentless. Gosh, real life nun. Yes, I'm Sister Tabitha. I'm McCret Pickett. What's with the cots? Well, what with the cow attacks and so on, I felt my faith would be better served by running this place as a clinic rather than just a church. I also sell medical supplies if you'd like for your healing to go. I'm looking to buy some broken leg pills, which are a real thing. Maximum HP by 10, I'll take that. Actually, I'll take 2 of those. Increases armor, I'll take 2 of those. and restore 10 HP. Take a couple of those as well. Never know when you need some broken leg pills. Actually, before I go, you need any errands? Funny you should ask. I've been experimenting with the healing properties of purple grass that grows near here, but I've run out. Would you mind picking some up for me? It grows near a cave that makes an unusual humming sound. Well, I won't say no. What do you say, Alice? We are getting near Fort Alded. I've heard there's serious necromantic activity there. We should take a look. Sounds pretty sinister. What is it? Well, pretty much just what it sounds like. It's an old army fort where all the soldiers died. Except rumor is they're still walking around in there. Did they name it Fort Alded before they all died? No. It was originally called Fort Just Fine. Interesting. Well, first thing I gotta get this fella his broken leg pills. A skeleton approaches you in that jittery stop-motion-y way that skeletons do. Judging by its hat, it appears to be the skeleton of a beanslinger. You remember the classic saying, old beanslingers die like normal people, but sometimes they keep walking around and casting spells at you afterwards. I'll give it a fight, assuming I don't get one shot. It's hard to tell sometimes with these guys. Hot. Super hot. Skeleton bone, bean-stained pants. Bean-stained... Ew. What are you doing with beans? They stain your pants. Never mind, don't answer that. Oh, hello. Were you able to get some broken leg pills? Without them, I'm just sort of stuck lying here in the street. Yep, here you go. Oh, thanks. I feel like a new man again. Or at least the same man with a new leg. That's good. Go drink some milk or something, okay? Wow. That, not even a thank you. Well, I guess he thanked me, but not even a reward for my action. Some effort you give. Well, I suppose I could stop by Fort Alded or Hum. I guess I go back to Hummin' Cave. Gorse takes a weird turn somewhere, and you find yourself completely surrounded by old dead trees. Where are you? A gray mist closes in on you as Gorse marches confidently forward through the gnarled and ancient forest. You shudder. Gorse stops. Through the fog ahead, you see a shape. You dismount to investigate, and it reveals itself to be a shape of a pedestal, topped with the shape of a book. I got an introductory Nex Mix. That sounds like Necromancer Chess Mix. Nex Mix. For all your undead trail mixing needs. I don't hear any humming. That snake isn't going to let you pass without a struggle. A struggle it is. Ooh. Buddy, you go. You do quite the damage. I suppose I'll give this fight my all then. This fight is gonna be over rather quickly, I sense it. Yeah, this fight ain't gonna go very far. Unless I can somehow stay alive. I could just keep throwing dynamite. Oh, you know what? Oh, gotta play it safe. Oh, that's a rather close one. You know, I don't have very much damage to do here. I'm just gonna throw a dynamite. Snake liver, electric snake skin. You know, I used a lot of resources for that fight, but I got through. This game's fucking brutal on hard mode. What's that thing? Oh, you know, I'm just a Midwestern Texan teleporter station. Looks like there was a huge cave-in at some point. A weird device. You got a strange stone arrow. Alright, I'm not gonna question it. This is all very confusing. I gotta find some purple moss. You might be able to push this over, but I need more muscle. Hold it. How much muscle do I got? Muscle 5. Do I have any maximum HP? And I thought I could have sworn I had a armor up. Something for muscle. Gives you a grin and skull skill. Yeah, it's your funeral. Wait. Whatever, Grandma. You cannot see the word on the pages. As you turn the last page, the book vanishes. Well, I got grin and skull now. Oh, this is just what I was looking for. 10 muscle. Let's break through. Heave ho! Oh, you know what? I could have just done that and avoided fighting the snake, dumbass. Idiot. This scroll is almost too covered in blood and viscera to read. Lucky for you, you've gotten all that practice reading inside of a dog. What? Okay. You scrape the largest of the giblets off the scroll. It says to take a pile of human ashes, spread them out in the shape of a person inside a red chalk ritual circle, then sprinkle them with stardust, and place mostly perfectly glass spear where the heart would be. That's the gist of it. It's a lot more these and thous. Plus there's a bunch of weird gibberish. I'm just gonna drink everything I got. I'm sure I won't regret any of this. I got just about everything full at this point. What the hell? He's still playing this? I left at like 7 o'clock and came back at 8:30. But yeah, I'm still am. At least for a little longer. For it all dead, I may as well stop by. Professor's house. Strange stone arrow you just found starts going crazy. Bleeping and beeping and booping, whirling around. It practically drags you. Well, I may as well check it out then, I suppose. Even if it's rather out of the way. My strange alien device has led me to this house. Excuse me, my name's McCret Pickett. What? Oh, I didn't notice you come in. I'm not used to visitors, but folks generally call me the Professor. Is there something I can do for you? Well, I found this bleeping gizmo, and I sort of followed the bleeping, and it led me here. Well, I'll be. It certainly led you to the right place, young lady. This is El Vibrato technology, and I happen to be as much of an expert as anyone alive today. El what now? El Vibrato. They were an ancient race that lived here long before humans. Well, they mostly lived underground, so they might still be living as far as I know. Never seen a peep of an actual person, though. Just the machines they left behind. Were they, space aliens? Could be aliens, or genius pre-humans, or entirely different terrestrial evolutionary lines. At this stage of investigation, it's impossible to say. Isn't it exciting? Here, let me have a closer look at your bleepy gizmo. Aha! As I suspected, this is one of their transponders. It detects other El Vibrato technology and homes in, you see. Swipe? I'm not paying attention to anything you're saying, but something about swiping? I'm just gonna raid your house and leave if you're alright with that. I'll gain XP by flushing your toilet for you. Is the character a girl? Yeah. It's a female McCret. Keystone fabricated. He's waiting on some parts to finish it. Hint, hint. Have you got those 5 piles of scrap yet? Okay, I see what you want from me. Well, if I happen to find them, then I'll let you know. Right now... Oh, you know what? I should have gone somewhere else. Butterfield Ranch. Man, I'm just finding places all over the map. Ooh, what a rather angry cow. You're gonna have to deal with this cow if you want to explore the area. I used to go and tip cows for fun, yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. This is a losing fight. This cow has a hell of a lot of health. Way more than 112 health. Oh, my. I don't want to leave. I don't want to surrender, though. Oh, me, oh, my. I could use 3 of these, 20, 40, 60. That would only get it down 60 health. I'd still have to do 60 health on my own. God damn. Cows, why do you gotta be so cruel? Man, these NPCs are way too strong for me. I sure as hell ain't winning that one. Wake up the next morning. Well, there go a couple of my upgrades, but at least I've learned. Mercantile, I'm back for your strongest potions. This includes plum pudding and tooth powder and soda crackers and blood sausages. And that's really it. Anything else? 500 to get a new snake oil skill. Sure, why not? What's the worst that could happen? Modern snake oiler. There's an article. It gives bad medicine a combat skill which will reduce a target's moxie. Quick on the draw, which increases your speed, or fan hammer, a combat skill that lets you quickly do 3 ranged attacks. Okay, well, it's pretty obvious what my option is. As a McCret. I want you to make high noon jokes. Please fix your worthless trash butt. In due time, I suppose. You unload a round after round in a nearby cactus. See how it feels. It feels pretty good. Unfortunately, a stray spark from one of the shots sets the magazine on fire and you're unable to prevent it from being destroyed. Aww. So now I have 2 of these so I can get another ability. So I can increase my speed, and I can reduce a target's mox. I still don't really know what a moxie is, but quick on the draw seems much more McCree-esque. I may as well make a full McCree build, you know what I mean? There. Learned everything I need. What is there to do around here? Howdy, Bill. Howdy, McCret. What's new? No, he's still nothing going on with him. About the same. What do you think we should do next? Mr. Spee at the rail camp still needs that dynamite. Any other ideas? The house and desert bandits? But everybody is so strong compared to me. I'm gonna go to Fort All Dead. It's a new area, so I have a chance. A burly, grizzled man in leather, well, everything, is busy peeling the skin off of a no longer recognizable animal. He looks up to you and growls, brandishing his skinning knife as if to say, bother me and you'll be next. Bother me and you'll be next. Yeah, I got that. Show him your skinning knife. That's not a knife. This is... Don't be stupid. They're both knives. So you're a skinner too, eh? Well, not professionally or anything. It's a hobby, I guess. Alright. Come closer and watch close. I'll show you a couple tricks. Oh, what a nice guy. I got an electric snakeskin. What a nice man. Don't judge a book by its cover. Ooh, that's quite a lot. Holy goddamn. Yeah, this is a little intense. We have to do something about this immediately. Any ideas? Well, only way I can think to get rid of all these things at once would be to poison them somehow. That isn't very doctorly. What, you've never heard of a vaccination? That was more German. Look, Would you rather fight an army of skeletons all at once, or find a way to slip something into their food supply nice and quiet-like? It's that is a good point, Doc. Nice view. Oh, good place for the binoculars. Beg your pardon. Mess hall. If only I had some sort of poison. Footlocker locked. Smelling salts and whiskey. Probably shouldn't have done that. I think I used my only needle. Damn it. I'm sure there's a water supply around here somewhere. But no poison in sight. All leads to the same area. If that's the case, I'll go check out strategy. Glad they just let me walk in. You know what I just realized? I'm a cowboy that specializes in snakes, guys. Do you know what that means? There's a snake in my boot! This trash can smells terrible. But I got an old patrol cap. Patrol cap? Style cap issued to soldiers, but doesn't anymore. Some decades hence will be lost. Looks like a Jotaro's hat. Yada yada does it. I can hop into the mass grave, absolutely teeming with skeletal riflemen. They don't seem to be interested in getting out, but you could definitely jump in there if you're itching for a fight. I'm curious what the fight would be like. Alright, I'll take my chance. Oh.
I am the one, the way your son don't...
Maybe not so deserving. Somebody left their knapsack behind. Cryptic note about ley lines. There's also an evil-looking beather tome. Well, I got another one of these. Fascinating. No name. Need more foraging. There's 4 skeletons with guns. I didn't think the fight would go that way, okay? Thought it'd be a little more evenly matched. I'm clearly not of a proper level to take these guys on. God, I'm really regretting putting on this hardcore hat. Seems pretty dangerous. Alice glares, threatens to burn a hole straight through you. You'll better not be thinking of doing what it looks like you're thinking of doing. Relax, Alice. I can handle it. Fight fire with fire, right? If I think for even a second that you're turning into another necromancer, I'll be fighting fire with lead. It's cool, don't worry. You're too angry. Are you certain? It could really mess you up. Whatever. I can raise a skeletal buddy. My head lost all its hair. Wait, am I bald now? No, okay. It's just... Can't lose my hair. You examine the weird diagram, but, it can't... Oh, damn it. Damn it. You can't make heads of or tails of it. You stick the note in your necromancer journal. Gives you 1 action point when used in combat. I think I'm gonna just drink all of these. Beans. I'm too full to drink. Oh, I see. So you have to choose which one you use. Well, I have up muscle. Tooth powder. Spleen's full. Oh, I see. So these things decide what you can actually equip. That makes sense. 4 to 5, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 5 to 6. It's all lower than what I have. stench resistance. I don't need stench resistance. Got no boots. I can't put on these hats because it's hard mode, so it doesn't even matter. Rippity dip dop. This is now a permanent hardcore one. Destroyed camp. You probably shouldn't have gone here, but whatever. You hear a rattling noise behind you. Another rattling noise off to your left, and a third from the ahead. You conclude you've either stumbled into a nest of babies or a nest of rattlers. A quick glance confirms it's the latter. Not unexpected, really. This is no place for babies. But 33 health. I think I can take these guys. I think. Really depends on how much damage they do, which seems to be a lot, but not enough to kill me quite yet. $16 spooky damage. Ooh, it's pretty spooky. This poison is going to kill me right here. 30, yeah, as expected. You wake up the next morning. I really don't think I should have taken hard mode. Fight the skeleton. I'll fight the skeleton. What could go wrong? 6 spooky damage. Target's moxie will be reduced by 5, but it won't end my turn. In that case, I don't know what that does, but they have a low moxie now. Hell yeah, take that. Doesn't appear to do very much. I've used up everything. I'm so dead. I'm dead. If I can't take... What are you doing? We ain't getting out of this, Stock. You're right, we are. I'm gonna make her shoot herself. You can make them attack themselves. What a good game. Doc Alice slaps you until you wake up. Doc Alice shot herself with a shotgun and then slapped me until I woke up. Okay. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. What's wrong, sister? They came back and took them. I couldn't stop them. Whoa, whoa, slow down, okay? What happened? Our holy relics! The saints just stormed up out of the catacombs and took them back! Wow. I don't know what to do. I thought maybe they'd fire me if I tried to stop them. The cardinal will be here any minute. What am I gonna do? Well, to start, take a deep breath and try to calm down, okay? What's your name? Sister Derek. My name's McCret. Now, what's all this about saints? Our mission is to... Oh, that's cute. Missions, okay. Is to protect the 3 sacred relics. I'm the relic keeper. This is the highest my voice can go, by the way. It's my sacred job to look after them. Wait, do they call you Memento She shows you the ruler she keeps tucked in her sleeve. No, they do not. Okay, sorry. So what happened? The saints. Oh, it's too horrible. They came to life somehow. They came up out of the catacombs all skeletal and ghastly looking. I mean, it's probably blasphemy to say that, but I nearly fainted. And they took back their relics? Yes. And if they aren't recovered before the cardinal gets here, I'll be in so much trouble. Uh-oh. How much time is there? Well, actually, he's months overdue, so it's probably not all that urgent, but still. Alright, I'll get them back for you. Oh, thank you so much. Well, wait a second. Are you gonna have to fight them to get the relics back? Because that's probably blasphemous too. I mean, probably. But if black magic brought them back to life, that's like super blasphemous, right? So, it evens out. Oh dear. The Cardinal is going to want to have a very long talk about this. But go ahead and do what you must, I suppose. Jesus Christ, I hate her voice. I really like doing that voice, but I hate listening to it. That's what happens if you just talk a lot. You'll just like randomly find a voice that you normally can't make. Good luck down there! Oh god. I don't think I'm ready for this. This coffin looks like it was hauled down here fairly recently. It's empty. Curious. The skull has a gold tooth. Oh, that's some bling. This skull is twitching in an unnerving fashion, though I guess there's no easy way it could be twitching when that wouldn't be unnerving. It's precariously balanced pyramid of skulls. They're all wild up and twitching. Kick them. Are you sure you want to kick them? They're really mad. Maybe angering them all at once is a good idea. Kick them. Damn. Okay. Yeah, it's probably a bad idea. Oh god, no. Come on. Having the deepest voice in an entire class and volunteering to play all the female lead roles in Shakespeare is a fun time. Yeah. Oh, I remember like having to read out in class. Good times. I'd get into those roles. Not that I impressed anybody, but get super into it. Investigating the smoke of nearby campfire, you find a bandit snoozing cozily beneath a large and colorful quilt, which seems like a strange choice for camping gear, right? And then he wakes up and jumps to his feet, revealing that the large and colorful quilt is actually a large and colorfully quilted pair of pants. In stark contrast with his whimsical pants, he is undeniably hostile. Fight him. God, I need to stop taking fights. I never win them. Spooky damage. Jesus Christ, why do I even try? I'm so angry. I'm so angry. What level is my anger at? Let's see. You're madder than a hornet. If your anger level gets up higher than 1, you'll pass out from rage. And I'm on 1 anger right now. So I guess that means I can die 3 times, and then I don't know. Why'd I even come here? I don't know where to go, because I can't take on anything. I have to, like, level up somehow. Does anyone talk in this chat room? Yeah, it depends on the game and the time of day, though. This is relatively later than normal streams. But I'm probably going to close up shop pretty soon on it. Because it's been 2 hours, 3 hours total on this game, and I haven't been making much progress. Pressure told you to turn this thing off. Do you want to shut it down? Oh, he told me how. Nah. I guess I could just go selling all the crap I don't need. You end this stream in my life. So, that's a little eerie. That was supposed to be scary music. That's not very scary. That was like Minecraft scary music. Anything left of the mountains? We gotta like find the necromancer, right? So, any news on that? Wander? I'm just gonna hit wander and see what happens. You recognize the familiar shape of a mineshaft entrance off in the distance. Coleridge Mine. It's worth it. Ever gonna stream Diablo 3? People keep saying I should. Especially my friends. I mean, I want to, but there's a lot of other stuff I want to do more, I guess. There's a row of lockers here. Must have been used for storing the personal effects of the fellers who used to work this mine. First one's labeled Ellsbury WM and doesn't have a lock on it. The label on the second one is covered in the kind of white goo. The third one is labeled loose, Ben, and has a combination lock on it. I want to touch the one with goo on it. You open the door to reveal a skeleton covered in the same white goo that was on the outside of the locker. Ah, you get it. This guy must have died after his coworkers played a prank on him where they stuffed him into his locker and then filled him with shaving cream. I can't believe you dang jerk stuffed me into my locker and then filled it with shaving cream. I died from that, yells the skeleton, confirming both your insight and his vengeful murderous intent. I don't really want to fight a skeleton right now. I know I'll lose. But just in case, put it on your hat to add 7 spell damage. Oh, I can't apply it? What's my current band? I don't understand how that works, but whatever. Muscle, speed, muscle, dexterity. Up my muscle. Alright, I'm starting to understand it a bit more. This just opens onto a 30-foot shaft. You're gonna need a rope or something. Yeah, I need a rope, but not for the reason you're thinking. Ellsbury helmet and bottle of Lanadum. I don't know the combo. I can't wear this, though, so what's the point? Alright, I'm gonna fight the skeleton. Me oh my, this is not 140 health? How am I supposed to know how strong these guys are? May as well fight to the death then. I'm so ill-prepared for every single one of these. I'm just gonna kill myself. Oh, I can't. Well, I can attack her. Well, whatever. It's not worth it. I know. This is so embarrassing. I'm getting killed by a skeleton covered in white goo. I knew that I would die some way like this. I just didn't expect it to happen so quickly. I'm angry and I passed out next day. FUNKe is not prepared for the skeet skeleton. I'm not prepared for anything in this goddamn town. Apparently hard mode was just the worst decision of my life, because when I thought of hard mode, I'm like, oh, okay, so like, then maybe it'll be like 5 more turns per fight. No, I can't even get like 2 hits in, and I just die. The dynamites are the key. The dynamite, yeah, I agree. I need that dynamite to get anywhere in this game. But I can't get to the dynamite because the goblins are super fucking overpowered. And I can't get to the goblins because I don't have I don't know how to level up. I don't think I can level up. Can I? Okay, let me think. Because there is one thing I have in mind. But it's kind of grindy. There's one thing left I can think of, but it's not the funnest option, and that's why I was trying to avoid it. And I don't even know if it's going to work. This is a fight I know I can win. Oh god, they're getting fucking stronger. They're like twice as strong now. Well, never mind. Maybe I can win the fight. Oh, jeez. They were so much easier last time. In that case, up my armor. Maybe, here. I only have 6 meat, though. He forgot he put on manual level ups. Did I? I don't even know how to level up. Oh. So like this, current 6, base 1. I don't know how to manually level up, though. Unless it means, like, these. Level your character up. The plus sign? Oh, this? Oh. That may be it. That might explain it. I thought, for some reason, I saw these and I thought it was just like an icon. Well, then I gotta think about this wisely. Measure of how beefy you are, how much damage you do when you hit stuff, and how much damage you take. Yeah, that explains why I've been getting my ass whipped. I gotta think about this wisely then. See, muscle is basically just armor. Mysticality is the amount of damage you do with spells and damage you take from spells. Moxie is how damage you deal when shooting and getting shot. So muscle and moxie are your main defenses. Mysticality is too, but that's for spells, so that's... I feel like that's less likely. The extent in which you're gritty. So the higher this is, you get more X... Okay. So this just raises your HP and your stomach capacity. This is speed. This is meat gains, miss skills. I don't know if I want to just focus on these right now. Well, I've used up just about everything I have. To meat gains, item bonus. Good enough. We'll see if it works. Will you ever finish Pirate Spy? To be honest, probably not. If I ever do, it's a long way away. I'm a lot more occupied these days than I was when I was doing Source Filmmaker animations. Oh, you know what? I did it to the wrong person. Let's go attack this one. It's okay. If all else fails, suicide is still an option. You know what? Probably should have healed in hindsight. I think that's over. Thank God me being a dumbass hasn't gotten me killed like it usually does. Heal up. See, so what my plan was, I was just gonna, like, hang out here and, to be honest, just, like, grind XP. It'd work. Probably. See, we got Deadeye, pistol attack damage. I can get complex locks. What about these? I guess that's just for those. That should work. You know, now that I'm leveled, I may be able to take on a bit more. Do one more fight just to really get a good grip of my abilities here. 7 damage and a hacksaw. Instantly destroy a scout. Oh my god, yes! Do it! Alice, just dismantle it. That's a goddamn game changer right there. Glad I came here. If only this game was all skeleton enemies, then this would be way easier. Anyway, that's how I lost my medical license. Probably. See, where's the HP? I need 80 XP for that one. Where do I check what my XP is? I don't know how to, like, see how much I have. Whatever. I'm gonna go check out those, I guess I could just check out the town. Where was I going? Attack the goblin. Let's test my abilities against a goblin. Maybe I can stand up to the test now. That's not a skeleton. You're right, game, it isn't. Oh my god, goodbye, Allison. You're fucking dead. I can still win this fight. Even if Alice isn't here. Oh no. This is my last chance. Gotta be one hit. No, I was one away. I like how Alice died first in the fight, but still managed to pick me up. Look under info. Look under info. Where are we? Unspent XP. Listen, guys. Everything in this game is black and white, so figuring out what is what, it's a little more tricky than just glancing your eyes. Back to the village, I say. Maybe I can collect some supplies. I have no luck. Let's see, what am I gonna buy with my 6 meat? I can't even afford nails. Actually, you know what? I can, I don't think I even need the modern snake oiler. Unless I can upgrade it again. I can recover HP in combat, a passive skill to multiply the amount of poison you apply to enemy when you poison them, or fire a whole bunch of bullets at random targets. I hope that doesn't attack my teammate. I kind of like shooting Annie, though. McCree can't self-heal. Alright. What do I not need? I don't need the... Well, I may need the crowbar to pry open certain places, so I'll hold on to that. Porcelain cow. I don't think I need... the saber. 7 and 9, 5. So yeah, anything under 7 and 9 can go. Skin and knife. I gotta keep that. I don't really need these when I can't use them. Bean pants. Possibly usable. Cow fangs. Still no clue what that purpose is. Fancy knife, keep that. Moxie, I don't need that hat anymore. Now what's in your backpack? I got 7 gold teeth. Well, in that case, anything to fill up my liver. Come on, you gotta have like just like a pound of whiskey. You know, how liquids are measured in pounds and definitely not gallons. I know where to use these, so you know what? I'm going to take a chance on the binoculars. Now I just got to go to... where was it? Fort Aldead. Sell the hats. You rein in your horse upon hearing the rattle of bones and clanking of chains nearby. With a hiss, a skeletal figure scuttles towards you. What the hell is that? It's a little confusing to look at. Instead of a skull, it has another smaller skeleton growing out of the top of its spine. It also has a manacle locked around one of its ankles, trailing the length of a broken chain. Looks like it escaped from somewhere. Is that real? How much have I been drinking? I see it too. So not that much. Let Alice handle it. You want to take this one? It's too weird for me. It's like a skeleton growing out of a larger skeleton. Alright. Well, considering the anatomical structure of this thing, how the little skeleton is anchored to the first cervical vertebrae of the larger skeleton and so forth, I'd say the most effective spot to hit it would be right about... blast it with a shotgun at close range, obliterating everything. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree that point-blank shotgun range will do the job. Lost Dutch Oven Mines. I'm glad I spent 200 meat just to figure that out. A circus. Oh, hold the fucking phone. Well, this is a little weird. You didn't expect to find a circus out here. There's basically nobody around for miles. There's a rodeo clown manning the ticket booth. Well, there hasn't actually been a rodeo since the cows came home, so I guess he's just a clown? Ugh. Clowns. Not a fan? They're so creepy. When I was little, my uncle would give me nightmares with old stories about them. Heh. Those fairy tales. Demon clowns and demon cows fighting wars in hell? Right. And supposedly rodeo clowns dress up like that because the first rodeo were reenactments of those battles and became a traditional... Where the fuck are you guys getting your fact checks? This is not on the Wikipedia article of rodeos. If you asked me 30 years ago, I'd have said you were nuts for even considering that might be real. These days, I'm not so sure. But that fella over there is just a man in makeup with a crap job at the carnival. Yeah, I know. Still creeps me out, though. As you approach, the clown puts on a basically... this is so depressing. I'd like to see the carnival, please. You came to the right place, Dansky. I don't even want it to. Hold on a second. 5,000 meat to get into this? Does that seem a bit high? I promise you, ma'am, at this price, it's a real steal. Well, you got that right. Why is it so expensive? Now that there's no podunk little traveling circus, we've got rides, games, food, and an amazing demonstration. All of this. No, I really don't care. For 5,000? I'm not a great hornswoggler myself, as much as I'd love to be. I'm only like a level 1 hornswoggler. Now I'm a level 2 hornswoggler. Hey there. I'd like to get into this event. Get me to the hornswoggle option game. Attempt to hornswoggle him. McCret Pickett, Bureau of Travel and Entertainment Inspections. Bureau of... That's not a thing! Is that a thing? It's a thing. A very serious thing. And your ticket prices won't be an encouraging note in my report. Whoa, hold on now, Chief. I was just joshing you. Come on, you know how clowns do. Mm-hmm. So what's the actual fee? 500 meat. I still don't have 500. Well, for one thing, I know I need to get my hornswoggling up. That is a mighty useful ability. But I don't quite have it there. Thanks for a reminder. Well, I'm out here. May as well try to get that dynamite again. You encounter a bandit who doesn't look very bandit-like due to the lab coat and slide rule holster. Fortunately, she's also wearing the black bandit hat. Otherwise, you might not have been able to tell. Alright, Buster. This is a stick-up. Hand over the meat. You don't seem to have a gun. How about I just punch you out and leave instead? I'd like to see you try, because I've invented an anti-punching ring, and that would help me test it. An anti-punching ring, you say? That's pretty good. You know what you need to go with it? An anti-kicking rock. You picked that rock off the ground. You surprised me and I dropped it. Look, see, these little flecks of quartz? That's the crystal relay that holds the anti-kick magic. I bought it from a goblin sage for 25 meat. Since you're a member of the scientific community, I'll be happy to sell it to you for only 30. Okay, you've got a deal. Well, that's one way to make money. Hello, being. Horns, trick him into leaving. Hey, though, outside the gorge, I was seeing a thing you like a lot. Oh, what thing? What thing do you liking a lot? Pies? There are pies all over out there, being. This seems dubious, but would neglectful being it not to check out. Fucking dumbass goblins. You hear a quiet rustling, as though a single goblin were rummaging a crate filled with straw. In that case, let me prepare for battle. I think I'm ready. My stomach can handle another one. Alright, Goblabino. Take it on. 9 to 12 damage. Oh, jeez. I'm just really scared on how much damage he's gonna do to me. Okay, you know what? Let's, I can manage that. Ain't too bad. I can survive another hit. These goblins are easier than I remember. Victory. You dig through the crates the goblin was rummaging through, but there's nothing inside any of them. Rats. Are you telling me there are rats inside of it? Or rats is in the exclamation? Now I'm confused. You listen to the door. It's quiet inside. The shack is filled with crude bookshelves. The bookshelves, in turn, are filled with crude books. 3 titles catch your attention. Complicated Numbers, Bird Noise, Alice Go into a Seeing Glass. What? This popular children's novel. I was confused because my doctor's name is Alice. Jabberwocky still reads pretty much the same. Oh, it brilling, being, and tubbing and slithing and wait. This hurts to read. I'm done. Character. Still can't level up my Hornswoggle. I want to get my Hornswoggle maxed out ASAP. There's no sound coming from inside. Well, I think that means I'm A-okay to just rummage through all of it for whatever I fucking want. A goblin sandwich. Now, hold on. Hold on. Is that a sandwich made out of goblin, or is that a goblin-made sandwich? Because this is an important... The answer to that question is very important. Now, hold on. Are those trousers made by goblins, or trousers made out of goblins? Because this is an important question. Nothing in here for me. Rats. The door is locked. Rats indeed. Here are a couple of goblins rustling around in there. Sounds like they're doing something really important. Oh, I'd like to hear about this. Why are they in, like, bedtime clothes? Okay. Shoot a bunch of targets at random. Should really get my AP up. My action points.
Oh my God!
Wowza, one full, thanks. Oh god! Goodbye, Alice! Oh, thank Christ. I was worried there. You can't heal yourself, can't... No, she can't. Okay. Thank God. I need to get her health up. You're gonna be my shield, okay, Alice? Just keep tanking the hits for me. And we're gonna get through this alive. Oh, that's not good. Oh, Jesus. If I take one more hit, I'm dead, I think. But... whatever. Heal yourself. I think I can tank another. Yeah, 19. I can handle that. 30 XP. I don't know what the fuck. I think I ran in on 2 goblins having sexual intercourse with each other. They were in pajamas. They were very vulnerable. They seemed somewhat shocked at my arrival. A bed and a desk. It's made of cactus logs with a blanket made of woven together cactus needles. That can't be comfortable. There's a folder on the desk that says important secrets. You learn a variety of secrets, though only ones that actually pertinent to your circumstances is that there's a spare key with a treasure cave in a drawer with 69105. Okay. Hey, FUNKe. Hi. Hello. You press your ear to the door and hear somebody delivering what sounds like lines from Hamlet, except in goblin tongue. From this vantage point, you also notice a sign next to the door reading Backstage Entrance Here It Being, with an arrow pointing to the back of the building. You sneak backstage and watch the play from behind a curtain. Not only is the goblin version of Hamlet, it's also being rewritten as a one-man show. To being or not, or to not being? Oh, that is a question. Could it better thinking to suffering a crazy thing in arrows, or fighting so many bad things for stopping them because fighting? To dying, to sleeping, hey! Dreaming maybe, but oh, problems, if dreaming crazy when living. What dreams having after dying? Wow, pretty weird probably. You watch for a while. The bits where the actor has to do a sword fight with themselves, pretty entertaining. Well, I guess it's over. I can't go in. I don't hear anything, and I don't have any needles. You hear a bunch of gruff goblin voices griping at each other. Time for a bro down. What's the worst that could go wrong? What? I hit a cactus like 5 times. What the hell? That was such a waste. Well, I may as well take out the goblin. Oh, it's over. It's a fucking over. It's a lost fight. Target will get wet. Oh. Oh me, oh my. It's a lost battle. Unless somehow I can... No. There's no recovery. Do you want your children to die of starvation? You guys, can you not handle one stream of me focusing on the game a bit? There's a lot of dialogue in this game I got to pay attention to. So, apologies. Increases your moxie for the rest of the day, but decreases your muscle and muscality. What is there left? I guess I could just keep going through that area, but not quite at the XP level necessary. 111 XP. Get my Hornswoggle up. So at least I can talk through most stuff now. Alright, I think I'm going to call this one the last life. After I die this time, I'm going to call it. Until then, though, let's prepare for some combat. Sorry I'm late, Funk. You're pretty late, but don't worry about it. It's a good thing this isn't my last stream ever. Yeah, this is going to be my last life. So I hope I make it a long and fruitful one. Cafe. I'll leave them be. I know that they can kick my ass. Treasure Cave. This door to remain locked at all times in Goblin. Screams in Goblin. Door is still locked. I might have to go in there guns blazing. What's the next game in terms of streaming? I'm not sure. I'll tell you tomorrow. Gustav Gold's Treasure Cave key. Alright. That may come in handy. I think I might know a treasure cave around here in need of unlocking. Head inside. Uh-oh, oh geez. The goblin is paying more attention to their book Goblet than to you, but you're pretty sure you aren't just going to be waltzing by. I could fight him or spoil the ending. Hey Goblet, good book. What thinking about Goratio is only one surviving it in. Everyone else dying, poisoning, sorting, pow, blam. Ah, no, wow, spoilers! The guard runs out of the cave with their hands over their ears. The goblin guard is whittling a little wooden bird call, but they're not too busy to beat you up if you try to get past them. Try out your new bird call skills. You duck behind a stalagmite and do your greatest greb impression. Gasp! A great crested greb! Wow! These goblins are goddamn morons. Unlike the other two, this one's very attentive and very suspicious. Looks like I'm gonna have to fight him. Unlike the other two, they have a name tag that says Gene. Alright, Gene. Oh god, Gene. No, Gene. You're more powerful than I anticipated, and I can't even hornswoggle you. Let's see. It's gonna use pretty much all of these I have to get rid of him. But you know what? It's worth it to get that fat sack of dynamite at the end of here. Does that count as cheating? I like to think it doesn't. Treasure chest. 1,000 me. Oh, hell yeah, boy. I can buy plenty of dynamite off of that. A year's supply of dynamite. That'll do the job. Alright. Got everything I need from here. Think it's time I mosey on out. Use 6 dynamite, but I got a year's worth out of it, so I'd say that's worth it. Now I just gotta go back to the railroad camp. You hear a rattling noise. It's the fucking rattlers. I can't surrender. Fight them. How much health do they have? 33? I could take this. Pull out a snake out of your briefcase and deploy it. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good ability. That's sort of like a free shield. I am pretty poisoned, though, which is a problem. Alright, let's just focus on getting one killed. Uh-oh, this is actually kind of a problem. 6 health? I could kill her. I could kill him with 1 shot, but then my main character would die. How nice of them. Gorse horrifies you awake by whispering terrible secrets to you. You mount up and continue towards. Well, I'm not quite kill 3 snakes level plays, but I probably should have thrown down the snake. That's the only real chance I had surviving. Here you go.
Good, perfect. This'll do the trick just fine. Hang back for a bit while I get to the fellas in charge.
Wait, what? Smee consults with the other workers and they inspect the rocks for a time. Eventually, one of them shrugs, pushes the whole crate of dynamite up to it, and wires a detonator. Don't you have a longer detonator cable?
Nope!
Don't worry, you'll be fine. Just give me a 3 count before you hit it. So I just have to count to 3.
The surveyors didn't say anything about a crazy rock monster! Quick! You're the protagonist! Do something!
Alright! I got this. Get behind me. What the hell? This is not...
I'm gonna hornswoggle it!
You gotta get out of here. There's a huge flood coming down the mountain pass. You'll be worn down into smooth, round pebbles. Don't worry about us. Save yourself. The rock monster stomps away in a panic. Don't worry, I dealt with it.
Well, now that is a fine day's work if I've ever seen. Much obliged, friend. We'll be getting rest on this track laid down. Here, I'll mark our route on the map for you.
Thanks, but I can't just ride the train.
Got a ticket? Just kidding. Of course you don't. Every seat on this train's sold out. Sorry, boss.
No, come back. Gosh. I'm the guy, I own the train, and I have to fucking walk there. Great. What did I miss, Funk? I beat a rock monster in combat. As you're riding down the dusty desert trail, you catch a whiff of an unmistakable scent of snake oil. You follow your nose to the wreck of an old medicine show. You discovered a new map location, Old Medicine Show. I'm curious. Maybe I can find something useful. There's empty house. How useful. Really glad I stopped here. What's up, Doc?
There's another cemetery around here. We ought to check out. A pretty big one. Name of Reupload Hill.
Alright, I'll add it to the itinerary. What should we do next?
There's always Smee's camp. New rail camp. He might have run into some new problems. In fact, I'd say it's practically a certainty.
Okay. Well, wouldn't surprise me. Fucking like a incline. You encounter the ghost of a dead cowboy who's wailing and gnashing his teeth and generally seeming pretty frustrated about how his life is gone. Or more likely how it's stopped going. Jesus, like, how is this even considered a fight? How am I supposed to know how powerful it is? I just have to guess. I think I'm like one death. Yeah, I'm one death away from passing out. So this is my last chance. Level up Hornswoggle and go to the circus. Well, I'm on a wait for Hornswoggle upgrades. Until then, I'm gonna up some of these. Snake Whip. I haven't been using Snake Whip. It must have been using my gun. Alright, where's the conductor?
Howdy, boss.
Howdy, Smee. Stuck again?
Yep, got ourselves one hell of a canyon to cross, and got no materials for bridge building.
Any ideas?
There's an old mine town up north called Breadwood. They opened a lumber camp after the mines dried up. If you can fix a deal with them for lumber we need, I can handle the engineering side.
Alright, boss. Where is it? Smee marks the location.
Of course, anything you can find to build a bridge out of it's fine by me, but that seems like the simplest option. I'm going through puberty.
Alright. Any luck with old bridge? Or what? I need like to get tools. This guy has stopped messing with his watch and started eating jelly beans. What you got there? Jelly beans? Yep. Can I have one? No. Please? No! Get your own! God, what a dick.
God, just beam me up, Daddy. I just want some beans. Where'd you get them?
A little ways south from here, from a fella named Roy Bean. Is he named Roy Bean because he sells beans? Nope, purely coincidence. Still whistling to the beat of the band. Sleepwalked here. Or he was on the train. But, yeah, whatever. You'd think they'd have surveyed the route and had a plan for this already. I get the feeling this operation runs more on enthusiasm, as we discussed previously. Am I forgetting about anything? Stripey Hat Gang? Oh god, Cavern. Alright. Stripey Hat Gang. Where are you at? Cavern Canyon? Am I ready to take them on? I feel like I am. I feel like I'm pretty qualified. Just gotta get my stomach filled. Decreases your muscle, but increases moxie. How many, I have a fair amount of meat now. I think I may want to stop by a town. The problem is, it's a pretty far ways to the nearest viable area. And if I run into one more, like, enemy that I lose to, then I'm fucking dunzo. Roy Beans. I can get some beans. Alright, I'm gonna go to the Bean Daddy. See if he can help me out. Madness Mall. No. I'm not going any place that has madness in the name.
Howdy there, Pilgrim. Name's Roy Bean.
Howdy, Roy. I'm a Crep Picket. What do you do here?
Well, when I first came to these parts, I was all about two things: dispensing justice and dispensing jelly beans. I was the biggest name in bounty hunting and candy selling anyone ever heard of.
Gosh, what happened?
Oh, nothing particularly tragic. Got old, is all. Hung up my pistol for good.
He's pointing at an empty hook on the wall over a spittoon.
I still sell some jelly beans from time to time, but they're out of fashion. This whole place is just a jelly bean museum.
I'm interested about your jelly beans. I don't see very many jelly beans.
Huh! Bunch of crooks and shady characters stole them. All 3 jars. Suppose they think I'm a soft target now that I'm retired.
Ah, shucks. I'll help get them back.
Well now, I certainly appreciate the assistance.
There was something about go to the jelly bean theme cave. I will stick my hand in this. Look, investigate further, go for it, give it to me. I got a spittoon hand and a befueled pistol.
Did I just get a pistol upgrade? 13 to 17 versus 4 to 5. Oh, hell yeah, I got a pistol upgrade. I also got a hand something. What was that? Also, I should probably grab a couple Medicanos, just in case. Also, I have loose teeth, and pretty much nothing of use. I got my spleen could fill up, but I'd have to lower my muscle and moxie by 1, but my mysticality would be up. Tempting. Tempting, very tempting, but gonna have to continue my jelly bean journey. What do you say, Alice? Uh-oh. What's up? Is there another cemetery in the area we need to check out? Yeah, you might say that. Definitely there's a cemetery-ish thing, and definitely we need to check it out. Well, that doesn't sound ominous at all. Buffalo Pile. You're looking for errands to run, we could run over to Breadwood and see about the lumber shipment for Shmee. Breadwood. Yeah. Alright, Breadwood. How far are you? Breadwood, you're pretty far. Oh my. I could give up, but giving up will just make me angry. You hear a crackle of a northwestern lightning snake. Too bad you don't have a forked lightning rod with you. Oh god. If I surrender, it's gonna kill me, isn't it? I'm fighting it anyways. Jesus Christ, they waste no fucking time. Well, this is my last chance before I have to end, so I'm gonna fight with all my might. Whiff. How much health does he have? 119? Oh, I'm fucking dead. I'm done. I'm donezo. No chance of survival. He has lightning. How am I supposed to fight a lightning snake? Ugh. 0 to 2 damage, 1 HP. Target will get wet. How useful is getting wet? These are all useless. Dude, I'm so busted. Oh me, oh my. You're gonna pass out. Day 11. At least I'm back in town, right? What are you so mad about? There's a military cemetery near here. Territory and military is important. That could be bad. Yeah, military cemetery. So I suppose that's where she wants me to go for the main story. A wet electric snake. That would just be even scarier. Before I go, I want to buy some more stuff. I like those. A lock. I'll find a use for that eventually. Some of... Let's see. Ain't much to collect here. Any whiskey provider? I guess the saloon likely could help me out. Can you get you anything? I'll take a shot of bourbon. I'll take another 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 shot of bourbon. Take another shot of bourbon. You know, I think I'm gonna take it light. Watch my weight. Yeah, that's worth keeping. Alright. It's pretty late. It's 11:30. Looks like I'm gonna call it for now. This is the last result. Thank you for showing up. This is a fun game. If not something that requires a lot of attention. It makes it a little harder to... I mean, it's... I guess because it's turn-based, it shouldn't be that hard to respond to chat, but I kind of like to get invested in the story on this kind of thing. So, I'm gonna call it for... That's not good night. That's not even the correct thing, dummy. I'm gonna call it for tonight. Y'all were a fine congregation of cowboys and cow people. I'll call you cow people. But
I'm gonna call it for now. Because it's late. And I'm gonna play the first thing that I have open in Spotify. Which just feels like summer acoustic. Sleep is meaningless. Keep playing. The voices are coming. As much as I'm inclined to agree with you, I've been going to bed at like 5 a.m. every night. And I've been waking up at like 3. And it's really fucked with my ability to get stuff done. So, for now, I'm gonna opt to just try to get some sleep. See you tomorrow. More games. Da 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 da. Only there's a... That's the closest I can get it. The moment Funk reads your comment, that's the first and last thing. Incorrect. Immigrant pruner. That's the closest. It would take too much time to learn the rest of it. What is that from? What is this from? Oh, I know. Hey, before I go, if someone can tell me what song this is, then you get 5,000 cookie points. Oh god, that sounds awful. No. No more of that. Man, I'm disappointed in you guys. I figured one of you would know the answer to this. I think everyone's already left. I think everyone's already left the stream. Seinfeld theme? No, I don't think it's a Seinfeld theme. Let me change the instrument. Maybe that'll help. Here we go. Which one of these? Funky organ. I'll try funky organ. No. One of these. No, nobody's gonna get this. I've just accepted that. FM piano. This was one one more time? Okay. That's it. Somebody, come on. Someone has to know the answer to this, please. I'm trying to find, like, the best instrument, but... Sometimes I wanna pack it all up, get on a bus and move to Vermont, or Maine, or any of those states back east that I remember. Sometimes I wanna go back to school in East Coast College with some history and leave this lonely life behind forever and ever, ever, ever. Come on, somebody! Ever. Long time sunshine. Nobody knows the answer! I hate all of you. Stream's over! It's Long Time Sunshine by Weezer. You fucking plebeians. But to be fair, the instrument is way off, so.
3, 4.
I guess it's a little off. But you get my point. Bye-bye.